Oh my goodness. Oh, how come you said more words than me in the stream, Fred? This is 10 seconds in, and that's all you say? Okay, anyways. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Dazzling Kate. It's been a while since I've been online, doing streams, doing videos in general. And Fred, hopefully you missed Fred, guys, because Fred's been jumpy. Yeah, you wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? No, he doesn't wanna say hi. Anyways, guys, I was meant to stream like an hour in an hour, but I was like, you know what? I might as well spoil you guys a bit. And considering this is the quietest my dogs generally are, this is the closest thing you'll get to quietness. Also, the AC is on, so heads up. Sorry about that. But oh my goodness, guys, it has been a long time. I think I tried streaming like during ow frick when I was in Paris. I wanted to try and do some like art stream, but then I was like, you know what? We're going out to lunch in like 30 minutes. It's gonna take us 20 minutes to get there. I tend to just wait. So I basically was cut off to go to lunch, which I don't really mind. Oh my gosh, Fred, what did you guys drop? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay, you're just trying to chew on that. Okay. Thumbelina, I cannot help you right now, baby. She's still getting used to being in the cage again. In her cage, personally. But, oh my gosh. Fred. Okay. I'm gonna go mute for a minute because I'm gonna go get them their bones. BRB. Sorry about that, guys. Oh god. Running up and down the stairs is a no-go. Oh god. Anyways, it has been a hot minute. I should probably actually make sure I put this onto my other notification thing. Because I keep forgetting to do that, and I obviously gotta work on that. So hopefully you guys have been doing well. I know I have been doing sort of well. There's a lot to unpack, and my brain is like, mm, there's so much there. I'm currently working on a few new videos. My posting schedule is going to be all around. Okay, okay, gotta make sure I post on Twitter to say that I'm live. I always forget to do that shit because it's been a long time. I've been basically posting just about everything, like, aside from what I'm usually doing. But okay, gosh damn it, I hate when that happens. Okay, I know, guys, I know I'm just all over the place right now. I'm kind of getting back into doing more focus on pop culture stuff and trying to get back and doing I'm trying to get back into doing reviews, and it's just all over the place right now. I have not finished one video editing, and yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. So, anyways, I guess I'll try and do something a little easy for today's rambling because I know a lot of people have been curious as to how I feel about certain aspects of certain things here and there. And I know it's been a long time since I personally went into a rant, and I'm sorry. I'm just slightly amused right now, okay? Like a few months ago, I was close to actually thinking of not doing too much YouTube anymore, and I just kind of thought I gotta treat this as a hobby. I gotta like once it gets to a certain number of people who, watch this my content consistently and giving me more money, then I can get that. Like then I understand. But I'm just trying to make content that just isn't me being like, well guys, this thing sucks. Because I've been doing that for the last almost, I think it's been like 5 years since I've started my channel. I'm sure there's going to be something later. But, hmm. I know I've definitely been trying to get everything back into the usual thing. Oh, right, 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 right. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Thumbelina, it's okay. She's just not used to being back in her cage. Like she was over at her friends and they were cuddle buddies, and I'm like, oh my god. I obviously you can't have. Oh my fucking goodness. Okay, fine, fine, Thumbelini. You win. You win. I'm gonna have her roam a little bit from her cage. Oh gosh. Again, sorry for the noise in the background. Still trying to get used to things. Oh my fucking goodness. Okay. I don't know which one. Oh, it's just Duncan. Oh, it's Evie. Okay, give me a moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to get Evie back onto the desk. Oh, God. Oh, wait, better ask if you can hear me, John. And let me know if you can't hear me. I mean, why would I mention that? And if you can't hear me, if you can. Damn, I am not making much sense. Okay, Steven, how's it going, dude? For me, it's going all right. I decided to stream a little earlier to kind of give myself some time to like unwind at night, and plus, I was kind of like, I don't have anything else going on anyways right now, so I might as well just give you guys some entertainment while I'm still awake. My sleeping schedule is a wreck. After coming back from Europe, I've been trying to stay consistent with my schedule, and it's been a pain. It's been difficult. Thumbellini, knock it off. Dr. Hino, how's it going, dude? I'm okay, just transferring pics from my mom's phone to an SD card. Oh man, that's tough. That kind of stuff confuses me. Oh my God, Fred. I can't just ask them now if they can donate. No, no, no. You can't make threats about sending sardines to their house. How would you even get past security, anyways? Oh God. But okay, Fred, we talked about this. I told you we're not doing any advertisements until in the middle of the stream, okay, buddy? No, 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 no. We're not doing. Ow, 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 ow. He's trying to ride my arm like he's a parrot. And now Emmy is on my lap. Emmy is my sister's dog. She's currently in my room, just hanging out with her family, and she's having herself such a good time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyways, got the house to myself for the weekend. Ooh, try not to make a mess, John. Eating McDonald's for dinner. That's good. I just finished having dinner like 20 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago. I'm looking at the time and I'm like, oh, okay, 30 minutes ago. But yeah, I basically had tuna casserole. Let me try and figure out what my next topic. Well, my first topic, because I was waiting for a few people to get in here before I started chatting, and I'm like, I haven't really done anything focusing on comic books. And there was that one thing, Thumbelina. Fred, Fred, why do you do this to me? Fred? Oh, wait. I had somebody yesterday actually ask me if I could talk about the Marvel and DC crossover stuff. And I was like, it has been a while since I've actually spoken about, you know, comic events. And the reason why I don't talk about a lot of comic events now is that it's usually the same bullshit you see within like the universe. Oh, the world's in danger. We gotta get everybody to save the world. Blah blah blah. And they got this new superhero who's gonna be forgotten in 3 to 5 years, or even less. And to me, that's sad. That's pathetic. But yeah, I have not been talking about comics a lot. I've just kind of grown out of it. Not like I don't. I've grown out of talking about specific subjects with comic books. Is the thing, because I don't want to sit here and say the same thing. It goes into a whole circle. This is happening. This is the problem. This is. It's that basic cycle that just doesn't end. But okay. They got some new comics going on with Marvel and DC, with like the different characters crossovering. We got, I think the first one was like Deadpool and Batman, and the second one was like Wonder Woman and Captain America, and one of the ones I'm seeing now is Daredevil and Green Arrow. Let's see. So Kevin Smith teams up with Adam Kubert for a Daredevil Green Arrow story in the Marvel DC crossover event. Then the main crossover title features Deadpool and Batman. And then there's another one with Captain America and Wonder Woman. Okay. Wait. And then we got Crypto and Shark. Land Shark. Sorry. I'm just kind of like, okay. That's interesting. Now, hey, Fred, 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 what did I tell you? Oh, dang it, Thumbelina. She's getting frustrated. Okay, let's see. Usually when she gets over to me, I generally have to pet her. So yeah, if I'm a little slow at responding, it's because she likes a double pet, and I usually use both my hands on her head and go like, "Are you a sweet baby?" And then she looks at me and she's like, "Obviously, Mom, I am." And then I'm like, "Yeah, of course you are." Okay, myself and comics, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Oh, Jonin, I heard Green Arrow and Daredevil. Didn't know Cap and Diana were teaming up. Might just get it. Yeah, I was kind of surprised myself. I was like, oh, that looks interesting. It's not going to be like, everybody being the like same gender teaming up. And I'm not saying that's like a bad idea. I can't believe I'm even saying that. I'm like, it's like weird when people are just like, oh, since they're both guys, they got to team up. When they're both girls, they got to team up. But seeing something like this, that's pretty interesting. But I guess it's mostly due to the patriotic, symbolism they have, which is it's nice. It's nice. I can't wait to see what kind of dynamic the two have. So I'm excited for that. Um, maybe Crypto and Lockhead. Yeah, that could be interesting. I need Jason Todd showing Red Hood how to be an actual anti-hero, Static and Magneto, since they technically have the same powers. Ooh. Like, these are interesting combination, guys. I need Punisher showing Red Hood how to be an actual anti-hero. Oh, okay. It's been a while since I'm actually available. Oh my gosh, that's good. Fred, I'm not gonna tell them that. Oh, God. the things dogs say. He's just moody because he hasn't had his treats that I usually give him to calm him down because I just ordered them earlier, and it's like it's gonna take a while for them to get here. And generally with him, he's more he hasn't had it for a while. So, anyways, love the new profile pic. Oh, thank you. It's by my friend Doodling Princess. She is one of my favorite people in the whole world, and yeah. Okay, I gotta actually look. I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like, so you guys can see what the covers and such look like if you haven't. Give me a moment. So let me just. Okay, present, share screen. Da, 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 da. I'm not sharing audio from that because every time it's like frustrating trying to get that to work. Oh wow, this actually looks nice. Like the dynamic how it works. Anyways. They are happy to see me. They were so happy to see me when I got back. It was like whole 35, 36 days, and they have been jumpy. They have been very exhausted. Just like they hang out with a lot of kids and just basically get to play a lot, and they're worn out. They're very worn out because you know how kids are when they're like, "Oh, puppy," and then they do a lot of like, "Oh, get the ball, get the stick, get this and that," and uh, yeah, vacation was uh, it was really nice in most ways, and then in other ways it wasn't. It's kind of hard to really describe, and this isn't me trying to like bitch and moan like, "Oh, oh, it's so terrible," blah blah blah. There was just elements that just made me feel exhausted. It was still beautiful to see like London, Paris, Galloway, Dublin, and we eventually stopped in like Germany. Like it was just for a second for the flight, but I managed to get myself a little trinket from like one of those one of those shops in the airport. I just grabbed one and just went my way because I just wanted something from Germany, even though I didn't technically see all of it, other than seeing it from like the skies. It was still really beautiful. But okay, the cover art looks pretty good. I actually really like how simplified. Like I adore how a lot of the like this kind of art style, like with crypto and like Landshark, they're so adorable. I really like that. Kind of wish it would be like a interesting other twist with other characters. For like, I don't know, maybe that's just me overthinking if we had more super pets involved, but it's just like, that would be a lot to take in. And with animals, it's easier to tell a simple story than trying to complicate things with more characters. So at least that's what I've been taught in one of my classes, because there's a lot of things that just, ooh, why crypto not ace? Because because of the movie? Yeah, I think so because they again with the planning and such of movies and trying to line it up with other things. This is smart marketing here and actually strategizing. So I'm going to give them credit because they could have easily gone with Ace than going with crypto. So it's mostly to like push out the crypto awareness. Oh, yeah, he exists. Remember that? Yeah. Or just like making sure that it connects to the movie. I'm actually excited to see it. Not because it's like the new beginning of this and that. It's just that I want to go see the movie. I just want to relax, not think about the stuff behind the scenes. You get what I mean? Like, you just want to go see the movie just because you're like, you know what? I don't want to analyze every single movie I see. I just want to sit down, enjoy it, That's all I really want to do with this. Like with the Superman movie, it just kind of looks like something I would enjoy if I don't overanalyze it. Maybe that's just me overthinking it because I'm like, every time I overanalyze something, I then get somewhat critical with stuff, and then I'm like, then I go into this whole cycle of never ending bullshit, and I don't want to do that with this one. So, yeah. Jake, welcome to the stream. How's it going, dude? Jonin, escapism. Exactly. I just want to watch the movie. I don't want to think about anything else. But oh my goodness, it's interesting that they chose Deadpool and Batman, but I gotta also consider the factors that Batman is one of their bigger selling points, and then Deadpool's like I have an off and on relationship with this character. It's in one way, like in some ways, I love some of his moments involved with other heroes and villains, but then you start to think about other. Oh my God, Fred! It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Fred's just grumpy. Okay. Then the movie. Oh, then Superman might not be free then. Maybe. Maybe. But I just figured, what the heck? It'll probably be one of those things I eventually overthink, and then I'll be back here being like, well, guys, I guess I lied. I'm going to talk about it. I haven't really been catching up with what's going on behind the scenes, so I don't really know what's going on. Think of. Oh, gosh, dang it, Duncan. You scared me, buddy. Okay, let's see. Okay. I kind of like this. It actually works. I don't know. If I was Batman, I'd probably toss a few of those batarangs at his face anyways, just to see if they actually see. Like, actually, I think he would. Oh, God, I cannot talk today. It's been a while since I've actually spoken into a microphone and go nuts about some of my ramblings and thoughts and just being like, oh, that's interesting. I cannot read a Deadpool comic to save my life. I cannot read Deadpool that much at all. Again, I mostly read about him if he's in a different book. I can't go full on Deadpool. That's gonna sound weird, but I just can't. Like, I can't sit through more than 3 books. It's kind of impossible for me. I do like Deadpool, but he's better as a support character. Yes, that he stands better at that point. I feel like at this point he's just better off not being in the spotlight that much, and I feel like it's mostly due to the fact that he's one of those characters you can only do so much with until it becomes rather embarrassingly, what's the word? I'm not too sure what to describe it as, but it just becomes rather boring over the next few issues. Like you know when it's just like, oh, he's insane, he's got these fucking hilarious moments, but when you consistently shove it all into one series like that, into one character like that, and not think about, maybe there's something wrong here. Maybe there's something wrong. That's me just okay. Hey Kate, what's your favorite character in Star Wars, if you even have one? Uh I've actually never finished or gone into like too many things connected to Star Wars. And that's not me disliking the series or anything. I just never really got enough time to get into it or have time to watch it fully to really comprehend it. I'm sure there's like the only thing I can remember liking is probably the lightsabers, and I can only say that because I remember getting in one of my boxes of cereal a like lightsaber spoon that I always used for breakfast. So yeah, that's as much as I know about Star Wars, guys. They got pretty flashy swords in space. And there's a guy that looks like a dog. I Other than that, I barely know anything about the series. Sorry guys, I've disappointed you. I didn't mean to. I never really got into it fully. But maybe one day I'll watch it and you know, Fred, he's just really good. Fred, one of these days, he's just gonna accidentally fall off the bed and be like, oh, my head hurts. And then he'll forget to bark. And then I'll be concerned. So I'd rather him be barking than him doing something like that. Okay. Because, oh my god. You want to say anything, Thumbelina? Not really. You sure? No, mother. Just tell them to donate to us. Give all your money to my mom. Thumbelina, we don't tell people to give us money, okay? If they saw what I looked like, they would be throwing me hundreds of dollars. Yeah, not happening, Thumbelina. Oh my god. I'm not having you guys watch a commercial. No. Okay, the crossover you pinned but never thought possible. Night. Wade Wilson has been hired for a job in Gotham City, but will the world's greatest detective help him or destroy him? Oh my god. I have no idea. And what do you mean destroy? He has that no kill rule, right? Why would he destroy? I mean, I can't really think. Because I'm like now overthinking it. Okay, let's think of a different thing. Let's see. Okay, comics. Let's see what we got going on in comics again. Man, I still can't believe with some of these characters, like over the last couple of years, I've just been overthinking about some possibilities that they would do for DC and Marvel, but they never get around to doing it because it's like, well, if they do it, then it's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm just now realizing something very, very. Did they ever do that, or was that just a fever dream? Oh my god, Fred, it's okay. Oh, god. Fred? Fred? Did that one ever release? I'm double checking something. Fred, 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 Fred. Have you read any comics outside of DC and Marvel? Not as of recently. I've been, like I said, Fred. No. Well, Deadpool is still a mercenary, so Batman being good or bad wouldn't matter to him. Just monies. True enough. When does that one come out? I'm just like, oh, right. It comes out in September. What am I thinking? That's gonna be terrifying. Sorry, I just like for some reason I thought like Nubia Too Real came out and I was gonna be like, oh shit, you guys are gonna have me read that. And I'm like, oh wait, I only got a few more months, then I'm gonna be stuck reading it. So I gotta make maybe that should be a good motivator to get you guys to get more people to follow me. Do it and I'll drink on live. No, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. I mean, I've done it before, but still. I'm trying to find anything else that might be appealing. Because there's so many things here that I just. Wait, Marvel resolves Spider-Man animated cliffhanger. Wait. What? What? Fred, give me a minute. Wait, they actually are doing that? I guess they're continuing the animated series cliffhanger that was left off. Like, I always remember that, storyline, and I'm like, did they ever think about reviving it? Like, look at the X-Men new series that came. I mean, that's it's both good and bad to many people. So I'm just like, okay, but I'm like, why not actually continue that? Like, I'm not saying a full series. I'm just saying maybe like 4 episodes or 6 if they wanted to go down that route to just not leave it on a cliffhanger. But I can understand the reasoning for not wanting to do just like 4 to 6 episodes. But it just seems like it seems pretty common nowadays to just do that many, considering streaming service and how a lot of them are just like, well, we don't need 20 plus episodes or whatever. That will just, ruin the budget. It's man, I gotta take a sippy sip. Oh goodness. Hmm. But okay, let's continue. So today string back and his beloved Mary Jane Watson intel, but what's this? Wait. So I really hope they don't go down the route of basically, oh, this is gonna like we've been working our way to this very end, and we're not going to at least do 3 issues before he rescues her. He's just gonna rescue her in the first issue, and that's it. Like, we can't rush to this. Maybe that's just me being very selective, and I know a lot of people are just like, well, it's already been several, like a couple of decades. Let's just have it, let's just have the first comic just be that. Like, you gotta warm us up for that. Like, we gotta dip ourselves into that pool and see if the temperature fits. And if it doesn't, then I don't want it. I'm sorry. I know I used a pool metaphor. It's mostly because I'm really hot and I'm just frustrated. I got the AC on full blast, so yeah. Trying to see if there's anything else that might be interesting, but to make it easier for me, I think I'm gonna leave it to you guys for a few moments. Like, what would you like me to talk about next, or what would you guys like for me to talk? I know I talk when I type the shit out, so sorry about that. Uh, Next subjects or topics that have happened while I was gone. Also, I'll be right back. I gotta go get some more ice. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute this so Fred doesn't bleed your ears. Fred, it's not an insult, it's a compliment. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Oh, damn it, Fred. He keeps scaring me when he does that. He always jumps onto the back of my like shoulder and he's just like rubbing his paws against my head and I'm like, ow. Okay, what have you been up to and worked on while you were away? Have you seen any new movies? I have not seen any new movies lately. I am planning on going to see Megan 2, mostly because I. God dang it. Okay. I'm actually planning on seeing that as well as making sure that I don't have to deal with too many movie like scenes. Yeah, too many movie trips. So I'm like, do I just like wait a while and then I'll just like wait till like Superman comes out and do like a Megan first and then Superman or Superman and then Megan just to do it in one like killing two birds with one stone, that kind of thing. I'm debating about it. But yeah, I've mostly have been taking it easy with making videos. I'm thinking I'll probably just do 5-minute reviews again or possibly get into something else. It's become very difficult for me to do some content without like thinking I'm exhausted with the topic. I know I'm definitely getting, a decent amount of views with my hell of a boss. Well, yeah, hell of a boss videos and my Lore Olympus videos. I'm just trying to figure out what I can like focus on when it comes to other topics that aren't just like, the drama in the specific show or the creators behind said show. Trying to like make sense of other things, but that's just me overthinking it again. Hello, Megan. How's it going? Hopefully, you've been doing well. I know I've been trying to like juggle a lot of different things, and it's like, it's very difficult. But I guess I could definitely show you some of my art that I've been doing. But I'm just double checking for anything else. Oh my god. What the hell is this? So Nightwing, and then it's just like, so what's going on there? I have no idea. Mm, Oh god. It's interesting. It's really interesting. I know a lot of people were telling me to go back and to talk about like The Last of Us Part 2 due to the second season and I'm like, no. No thanks. But yeah, I don't need to have a recreation of my feelings being ripped apart by him having technical difficulties. Barking. He's been jumpy ever since I came back. So yeah. But yeah, the main reason why I had somebody basically talking about that with me and how I even remember that was due to the fact that I was talking to my sister about it, and she watches the show. She doesn't know what happens in the game exactly, and I'm like, um, this is just kind of funny to me because I'm like, do you realize, like, did you even think about playing the game? And I'm not saying that it's a requirement, but the way that she didn't think to look into seeing what happened, because if I was given Fred, come on, Fred, 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 Fred. He's like, Mom, I don't want to talk. Okay, you got their attention. Now talk. And he's like, okay. Fred, you want to say something?
Not really, Ma.
You couldn't stop talking earlier.
I know, Ma, but still.
It's hard to get back into using his voice. Sorry about that, guys.
If you want to support this channel, go to a Kate. It's weird calling it Kate, Ma.
It's weird hearing you call me Kate. Now, call me Mom.
Okay, Ma.
Okay, what else?
Just go get the coffee and go get me some fishy crackers.
Fishy crackers?
Yeah, fishy crackers. Or have her try or something. She's not really good.
Fred, you don't tell people that.
But in order to support my living conditions, go give her your money, please. I need more fishy crackers. Because I didn't get my fix the entire 5 weeks when she was gone.
Fred, now you just sound like an asshole.
How am I the asshole? I didn't get my fishy crackers for 5 whole weeks. And now I don't still have my fishy crackers.
See, this is what I gotta put up with sometimes.
But you love me, Ma. You love me.
That I do. That I very much do. But anyways, aside from that, and do you have anything else left to say, Fred?
What else would I have left to say?
I don't know, like, hopefully you guys have a nice and safe day.
I'm not that considerate, Ma. It sounds like something you would say.
Come on. Can you say something positive to them that isn't just them, like, giving you money?
Uh, yeah,
Fred?
I don't know. What am I supposed to tell them, Ma?
You're supposed to tell them something positive, not like,
Give me your money.
that's not positive.
Okay. Fine. I think it would be very generous of you to give me your money.
Fred, I said positive. No money begging. Instead, you should. Maybe we should talk about a fun topic like The Last of Us.
Why would I want to talk about that?
Okay? Then what exactly do you think about part two?
I think the creator's a dipshit.
Fred,
I mean, it's honestly the truth, Ma. What is he gonna do? Sue it down? I'd like to see him try.
but yeah. Okay, so basically, I was talking to my sister about this, and she was like, she watches the show. She's never played the games. She knows the games exist. She just didn't look into it. But here's the funny thing with between me and her, that she's just like, she's so obsessed with Pedro. Like, I don't know what anyone really sees in him. I'm not saying the guy looks bad. This is not me saying he's ugly or anything. I'm just like, it's not my kind of cup of tea. Not my kind of flavor. You get what I mean?
I think that sounded bad, Ma.
Why did it sound bad?
You make him sound like he's just a flavor. You're a racist.
Fred, you're already ruining half the conversation here.
How am I supposed to do that? It's not my fault you sound like a racist.
Fred,
Man, it's true. You make it sound like some kind of big deal. And then you're like, oh, he's not my cup of tea. He's not my kind of flavor. Blah, blah, blah. And then it just makes it sound weird.
Jesus, Fred. It's it's a metaphor.
What's meat for? Ah, man, meat's for me.
Metaphor.
Meat?
But yeah, that's exactly. Not nah, everyone's just different. Yeah, yeah. And she's just like she begins to question me because she knows I played the game, and I'm like she's like, "Do you know what happens like next in the game?" And I'm like, "Well, Ellie doesn't kill Abby, if that's what you're wondering." She's like, "You spoiled it for me," and I'm like, "You're the one who asked me, ma'am. How like I didn't know you didn't want to be spoiled on that. I'm sorry, but it's like super confusifying when you're just like, oh, do you know what happens next? And then when you tell them what happens next, they're like, you spoiled it for me." I think he's just cool. I like his Hispanic grandma acting in Saturday Night Live. Okay, okay. Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see. What else is going on? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9 people. Resident Evil 9. Would it be a good idea to watch it live? I don't know. I feel like I might get taken down for that, so I'm not gonna watch it. Fred, look at what Megan said.
It sounds like you're Eric Cartman from South Park. Who's Eric Parkman?
Cartman.
Parkman.
Cartman.
Parkman.
Fred,
Yeah, man.
are you ever wrong?
No, man. I think I want to show him what I drew.
Fred, you didn't draw anything when I was gone, did you?
Nah, I didn't draw shit.
Then why did you say you wanted to show them what you drew?
I said show them what you drew. I didn't say anything about me, ma.
You just did.
I don't know what you're talking about, ma.
Okay, let's see what we got here. A piece that I've worked on recently is very difficult to figure out because there's so many different pieces that I've been working on the side. Yeah, that's a good boy. He's just calling me now, so it's like that's good. He's not trying to start anything. I think honestly, he's just telling me to give him attention, rub his belly, do whatever that makes me happy, and I'm like, okay, fine. But he's such a dick about it.
I'm not a dick, ma.
Then what are you, Fred?
I'm really good looking.
See any anime lately? I did manage to think about getting into another anime to watch later on. It was something about this like 40-year-old guy getting reincarnated into like a female student and he has to go through a dating simulator. But I'm not too sure. I can't remember what the name of that was, but I can remember that. Oh, gosh. I'm still trying to find some concept art that I've been working on, but I guess I didn't. Oh wait, I drew it on traditional. This is the thing I hate about my traditional artwork is that I'm like I always swear that it's like digital. You ever think about the digital artwork? Yeah, yeah. I am very excited though because there's so many different characters and design things I've been working on. Oh wait, I know what I was forgetting. We were in the Resident Evil topic, and then I just was like, oh, let's show some of the artwork. And yeah, I've been losing track of my topics a lot. I think so. I think so. I think so. Myself in comics. I feel like there's been a few like that. Yeah. What else was there? Oh yeah. Now I remember what I was gonna say. I was focusing entirely on the Resident Evil 9 situation. And you know what's interesting is that like a lot of my friends and I were talking about this, like mostly what to expect from this because I'm kind of terrified that they're going to go a different route for this, and especially considering we're going back to Raccoon City. It's like there there's so much confirmed now with one of the characters from one of the side games now being part of the main lore. And I know a lot of people will tell me, oh, it's always been that way, or it has never been that way. It's kind of blended in. Have you watched Brendan Rogers, the actor from Hell of a Boss? I've seen a couple of his videos. I saw that one with the conjoined twins, and I thought that was hilarious as shit. Like, holy gosh damn. I was not expecting that. And how he's just like, stop treating them so differently. I can't remember the exact words, but it was funny as hell. But now that you mention it, like mention that, I was just like, oh, wouldn't it be funny to become like a comedian YouTuber with dogs? And I'm like I was sharing this with like one of my friends, and they're like, hey, you would actually have to show off your babies, my dogs, as I usually call them my babies. And I'm like, what if I did that and everyone's just like expecting them? Like, Fred is just like, nobody's gonna be thinking a woman voices him.
No, I am not voiced. I am entirely male. Male. I can show you.
Fred, no, you don't say that kind of stuff online.
I go to the dog park all the time, and they don't care if you have a dick.
No, 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 buddy. No, we're not talking like that. No, not on live TV. Not on live streams. No, no. Mm-mm.
Oh, come on, ma. Wait. Can I read one of the comments?
I've already read most of them.
OMG, that one was funny. Funny. I want to be funny.
Fred, the last thing anyone needs is to have you get a YouTube channel where you basically. Well, what would you even do on your YouTube channel, Fred? What would you even do?
I would make fun of humans. I would make fun of the small ones. I would make fun of the big ones. I would make fun of the fat ones. I would make fun of the. Uh, 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 I'm running out of humans. But what kind of humans are they again?
Fred, you can't even. Why do I even bother with you sometimes like this?
Because you love me.
Okay, I'm gonna rest the Fred voice for a while because honestly, I that wears me out a little bit. Finished the Stardew Valley perfection. I made it. Aw, that's cool. It's been a long time since I played Stardew Valley, and I've been trying to get my sister to agree to like play Stardew Valley live for you guys. We would be making a completely new like a completely new series, like where we basically give each other a character to be, and we basically make up story plot lines and junk, and focus entirely on like building from that. But yeah, I know a few of my other friends wanted me to try and talk about my posting schedule. Uh, I will be getting back into doing 5 minutes or less eventually. That will probably be my redundant series that I have going on. I will probably do full discussion videos once or twice a month. I cannot push myself to do it weekly anymore, as I feel like a lot of the time people are expecting me to edit every single thing, and I do not have those skills. I do not have any of those skills at all. I tried to practice it. I tried my best, and all I can really give you guys is my best. And my best in editing is my worst skill I have. So I apologize about that. Like every time I see a new viewer who asks, "Oh, like, are you gonna actually edit this? Are you gonna make it louder in this part? You're gonna do this and that?" Like, I totally get you. Like, if this was above, if I had a channel with more than 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers, yeah, I probably would at that point get an editor. But since I don't have that luxury, they always think someone who does their own videos has to have, editing skills to a degree. And it's like, no, you could just share your thoughts on here, do your streams, do whatever that's, that works for you. It always feels inconsistent with me that we have to have these rules of you must have skills in editing. And it's like most of the time when I do my discussion topics, they are first takes. I don't edit them. It's raw. All of it's raw. So yeah. Cosmo, how's it going? How was the vacation? It was okay. It was good. It was very good with the sightseeing and such. And it's very difficult to just describe what I've done, but it's like I've seen a lot of different things throughout that trip, and I am grateful I got a chance to go. I wish I did have better company in some ways. Again, this isn't me trying to be like, oh, I'm like, I wish everyone was different. Like, no, just one person in particular. It was just like, I basically was walking on eggshells for like 30 days, and I did not enjoy it one bit. Tired for no reason. See you guys. Have fun. Thank you, myself and comics. I will see you in another stream or video, whichever works for ya. Probably talk to you later. It's fine. It's fine. If my tone sounds different, I'm just like, I'm tired myself a little bit. I'm probably going to end up like, after this, I'm probably going to take a shower and just relax for like another 2 hours before bed because it's getting used to being here again is just so, it's not challenging, it's just kind of trying to find that old friend you forgot about for a while. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your dog. He's making progress and getting better. I hope so. I hope so. Fred, you want to say something?
Feed him the fishy crackers. Fishy crackers.
I don't think he needs fishy crackers, Fred.
Okay, then maybe some cutters. And lots of water.
Okay, Fred. Anyways, looking forward to seeing your videos, both streams and discussions. That's good. I'm very happy to hear that. Actually, originally I was gonna try and do another gaming stream, but due to my setup being kind of in a mess, I gotta like make sure I get everything together in the next few days, and then I can probably do a stream on Friday or Saturday. It's kind of debatable, but I'm gonna actually skip out on the rest of Resident Evil 6. I know, guys. I know. That's terrible of me, but I realized part of my way in Resident Evil 6 when I was playing was the fact that I was kind of bored in a way. Like, it wasn't a bad kind of bored. It was just me being like, once you play everything in a timeline, it was just really weird. Like, it's a lot of horror, and then we have like Resident Evil 4, and then Resident Evil 5, and then it drops down during 6. I am understanding what you guys mean. I love the graphics, I love the character designs, I love the story. It's just, for some reason, I had that feeling of boredom in my head. I don't have any fishy crackers, but he's drinking water and eating biscuits. Thank you, Fred. See, Fred, you're very smart.
I'm not really smart, but I take the compliment.
Aw, are you such a good baby?
Possibly. Has anyone seen Duncan?
Duncan. Dunkaroo. Oh, there you are, Duncan. Why were you asking about him if he was right next to you?
I don't know. I'm not in his direction, Ma.
I'm just playing. I understand. Some Resident Evil games aren't for everyone. Personally, I prefer 6 over 5, mainly because it was going off the rails, while 5 felt like it tried to make a plot twist, but you saw them. Plus, 6 is more fun to play with someone else than by yourself. Or so I've been told. Yeah, I think that's what was missing for me. I was just like, I was hoping for a fun dynamic to have, but like, I don't have my sister. Like, it would be hilarious as hell if I had my sister on the live stream. If you guys could see our dynamic, you would be laughing your asses off. But she is very camera shy. And if I ever did something to piss her off, she would definitely kick my ass or purposely let me die in the game. And you guys would be like, what'd you do to piss her off this time, Kate? And I would be like, I accidentally ate the last Pop Tart and she is holding a grudge. It is unnecessary. But yeah, next week, next weekend, I mean, we are going to go straight into Resident Evil 7. Yep, we're going into Resident Evil 7. I played Resident Evil 7 and 8, and let me tell you, I am ready for this roller coaster ride because I can barely remember 7 due to the lengthy months in between. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be lots of fun. And I think in 7, I actually was very terrified of. I think I was mostly terrified with Maya more than anything. My sister would be like, I can't play video games, lol. LeMay, hi. Hello, LeMay. How have you been? Hopefully you've been doing well. Oh, good luck with 7. It's the scariest out of every Resident Evil game, even the original trilogy. Yeah, I am definitely reading that, yeah. But since we're talking about Resident Evil in general, I know a lot of people wanted me to talk about the announcement of Resident Evil 9, and I am super excited that we're going back to Raccoon City. Like, I've only been a fan for like almost a year now. Like, a full on fan for almost a year now. And I know a lot of people were like, Fred, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah, Lady Demetrius. Yeah, I'm looking forward to everything else. I'm keeping low on some details because I'm like, you guys, Like you have to experience maybe being a dipshit, dumb shit, dumbass. What's the best word? An idiot for Resident Evil 7 and 8 because those were confusing puzzles. I wouldn't have been able to solve them. Like some of them I was like taking 2-3 hours on and I was like confused as hell. And then I was wondering, how the hell was this even possible for that time? 8 was, yeah, I can agree with that, Cosmo. I don't know how to really describe how I feel about 8. I wish I could say in a lot of ways, I loved it. But in a lot of other ways, I hated it. I, for one, oh God, it's so hard to describe because at the end, I was actually really depressed. Like, I was legitimately like super sad. After that I could not really do much of anything. And I know it's meant to show how a ordinary guy like Ethan can be a hero, but I'm just like I don't know. It felt like it really had an opportunity to make this a a trilogy. Like you would think with the new storyline they were going to involve Ethan in the next game after 8 because why wouldn't they? This is a new character. There's so much potential. And instead it just kind of goes the direction of like it keeps with the formula and I kind of wish it was different. Like I'm going to go into a rant because oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. Oh yeah, the best, and don't get me started on Chris. 8 ruined Chris's character to the point the voice actor hated what they did. Oh yeah, I bet. Like, I really hated it myself with what they did with Chris. There were so many head scratch moments I was having with that, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? What the fuck are you doing? This doesn't make sense. I don't know too much of what they did. Besides, I heard they bastardized my boy Chris. Honestly, I wish that 7 and 8 were just spin-offs. You could have just had them in the Resident Evil universe, but just separate the main timeline. I think 7 and 8 are games, just not good Resident Evil games. And honestly, Ethan is okay, but I think Capcom screwed him over by not showing his. Yes, that is something I really hate about this. Even in the last fucking moment when he's on the fucking screen. I know you can easily just look at the concept art or anything else, but it felt like an insult. Like we can't even see his emotions of how he reacts to fight, like dying and then not being able to see his kid grow up. Like I was kind of expecting like one of those moments of like Armageddon. Like, does anyone else remember that movie Armageddon, where basically the dad sacrifices himself and he's having all these fucking flashbacks of what happened? I was kind of expecting something like that, not like he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. Like I really dug the connection that that they could have built off of for Resident Evil 8. Like, why are we getting more personality a little bit from Maya, even though she was barely in the game? Like, she has trauma dealing with what happened previously in, Louisiana. Understandable. But why couldn't they have made, like, Maya the main character in 8? They could have had Ethan be like captured or something, and then later on you would have to play him, and his face is finally revealed, and it's like that would have been an interesting thing. That would have been cool. That would have been like like Maya making her way, trying to find Ethan, and Rose, and when they get back together and look for Rose to get, they have to like separate, look for both parts, like both of them get two parts, and they have to go find. That's something I was kind of expecting for this, not just Ethan, but like Maya. Maya was basically a blank space in that game, and it frustrated me because Miranda knows that Maya worked with the connections, who she was associated with, who they made Evelyn with. Like, it's just so freaking weird that we're not getting those connections where it's important. Maybe that's just me thinking it. Everyone needs to talk to one another, but it's like, ugh. Okay, I gotta read some of the comments here. Like, it would have made sense if Chris was infected and was trying to fight that infection, but they just, to have mystery and tension to the plot. I really wish he was infected in the game. Let me get that straight to that point, because the cover art was deceiving. It was deceiving, and I was pissed off. I was pissed off we didn't get Werewolf Chris, okay? That would have been so fucking fun to see, like, him finally getting infected. Out of all the main Resident Evil characters, he's never been fucking infected. Like, come on, Capcom, come on. That was your chance. That was a chance to have Chris have his moment of being infected and trying to fight it off and trying to juggle everything else, and Ethan maybe probably helping him. I don't know. Something. I feel like I'm pissed off. Yeah, I am pissed off. Okay. This may be a unpopular opinion, but with the way Chris had acted, I think the only path they can take with him is that he either dies or he becomes a villain like Wesker, especially how he controls Rose. Guys, I got a good idea. Considering Chris was basically wearing a lot of black, what if Wesker is actually in Chris's body? Okay, that just sounds really fucking weird, but considering what Alex did with like Natalia and with how like Chris is right now, I'm just saying, that would be kind of really weird. Really interesting, but weird to see. I honestly argue Maya is a more compelling character than Ethan, given she has more personality and reason to be involved in the story. She worked with the connection, she has regrets. It's a storyline we haven't seen in Resident Evil games where we see the perspective. Yes, this would have made more sense. And, maybe showing Ethan and giving him a face and giving him a reason to be pissed off. Like, we built this life, Maya. We had Rose, and this is, oh my god, we had Rose. This is supposed to be, a normal family. You lied to me. You didn't tell me I was also now carrying like mold and shit. Now I'm pissed off with you. Miranda could have manipulated Ethan into thinking she was Maya the entire time and like controlled him with that way, considering he is like he's easily manipulated bull. If she was Maya, I mean, she managed to fool him so far in her disguise. Why not take it a step further, step in as Maya, and take him away in the village? And basically, brainwash him with some kind of weird mold thing, and bam, you could have had Maya actually fight Ethan in like one of the battles. It would have been interesting. Why am I coming up with these concepts? Why am I thinking of all these things? And now I am pissed off. I am full of energy, and I don't think I'm going to go to bed because maybe I'm going to probably write this into a fan fiction. I don't know. Oh, God. Didn't know they never showed Ethan's face. Sounds like Activision when they regretted not allowing Crash Bandit to talk. Now that they mention it, I guess Chris never have been infected, but I don't want Chris as a villain. Tinkin tried that with Jin, and it didn't work. Don't get me wrong, I understand they had some issues due to time restraints and COVID most likely affected them, but it's like, why didn't they just scrap 8 and remake 4 and have 9 be 8? That makes a lot of sense. They could. I think Village was also actually intended to be Revelations 3 at one point, I gotta actually find an article real quick to actually confirm that. But yeah, apparently Resident Evil was meant Resident Evil Village was meant to be Revelations 3. A lot of theories are connecting back to it from what it's telling me and like some of these things, but it just doesn't make much sense. It would have been interesting, yeah. Say, Kate, may I interest you in my own fanfiction of a Resident Evil Village rewrite? Gimme, gimme! I want to read your fanfiction. You have no choice but to hand it over so I can read it. But yeah, I don't think I actually showed you guys my character that I made for the purpose of giving Ethan more of a personality and more of a connection to the resident from the beginning. So give me a minute because this is one of my new favorite characters. I love drawing. I haven't posted a lot of her online, so it's gonna be a different. I know maybe I already showed you guys this. I'm not too sure, but she is one of my favorite characters. I've been drawing for a little bit. Let me. Yeah, I think it would have been better if 8 was just another Revelations and they just made the 8th installment of the timeline to B9. It would have made more sense. Now, for everyone, this is a work in progress, still working on it, but I'm proud of what I got so far. That's really good. I'm also proud of what you got so far. Okay, so here is my character, Cindy Winters. And the main reason why I'm like sharing her to you guys right now is because like in my story that I'm currently still writing, I'm in the editing stages of figuring out the timeline and such, so it's a little tricky, but Cindy is basically Ethan's mom, and she used to be a part of Stars before she was booted out by Wesker for getting too close to discovering his true intentions and made her look like she was a like dumbass and nobody could really believe what she has on Wesker and other people. So yeah, that was fun. Oh my goodness. But yeah, my intention was to basically go around and work around with the idea of how does Ethan know how to use a gun? How does Ethan know how to do this? Blah blah blah. And it was mostly because Cindy. And due to me wanting to make sure there was a connection to Rope for like Fawn, it was like obviously I had to make sure that Cindy was the one that Fawn met in Raccoon City to kind of explain how she joined Rope to begin with. Because it was a work in progress for me to figure out how would Fawn even be like seeked out by, Rope, because I was still working on filling out the blanks and the idea of Ethan's bomb basically being the start of a new organization that focuses entirely on understanding bioweapons and how to save cities and such, blah blah blah. And they did work with the BSAA, but I was just kind of like trying to figure out some other stuff. Huh, not gonna lie, Ethan's mom's got it going on. I did have another piece that her her husband, who I decided to name give me a minute. I want to find the piece so you guys can laugh with me. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely another favorite piece of mine that I drew where oh wait. Okay, so this is Minton Winters. Yes, his name is Minton. as in mint, un. So yeah, he's like a businessman, super normal guy, comic book nerd, and the main reason why he even got with Cindy to begin with was due to her looking kind of like Black Canary, and he was just like, she was at the time riding a motorcycle, and he's like, I gotta meet her. I gotta ask her out. She looks really pretty. Because it was at a bar. Immediately, he's just like, I need to know her number. And he would always go back to the same bar in hopes of seeing her. But it was like, it was quiet. And it's just like, when he finally got her to agree to go on a date, it was just like, it was sort of an instant connection, but not really. Their relationship is really casual, and it just, he kind of pops the question on their like probably 10th or whatever after 10 before 20 dates. The question, she was like, you know what, okay, fine, I'll marry you, just to kind of piss everyone off around her. And I'm like, oh my god, this is why I love writing these kind of things with these characters. The scenarios you can come up with when you're like full of excitement for like characters from a series, and you're like, oh my god, imagine this is how their parents are, and you're like, oh god. Can I invite you guys on my Instagram via Discord? Yes, you can. The timing is kind of weird. Just got back home from a convention. How was the convention, Dr. Hino? Was it really fun or really bad or just eh? I remember when I went to the convention in London, I could not find Tom King. I can't, I could not. I couldn't. Like, I was looking everywhere for that guy so I could ask that one question. And I know a lot of people are like, Dazzling Gate, why would you want to talk to him? It's like, I need that confirmation that originally Andrew was supposed to be Bruce and Andrea's kid for Titans Academy, and that there was going to be some kind of connection with them. That's what I was hoping for. Funny enough, I also ended up using a relative of Ethan to help give him more depth, but I made him a younger sister named Alice. Oh man, I definitely gotta draw a lot of people's characters because I love hearing about your guys' characters. So once I do read your fan fiction, Cosmo, I'm probably gonna end up drawing her if you don't mind. I'm kind of warming up for like Art Fight, which is in like it's gonna be next week. Not this new week, but next week in July. I'm super pumped for it because I love Art Fight. It's one of my favorite times of the year. But yeah, damn, you guys are lucky to go at some Comic Con. Yeah, it's. I wish I could have stayed longer. I chose like the third day. I didn't choose the second day because it would have been me going back to back birthday, then going to Ashdown Forest, and then going to a convention the day afterwards. It just felt very exhausting. Oh my god, Fred, get over here.
Ah, Ma, Ma, don't get me near him. I don't like him.
I gotta take a sippy sip, guys. But yeah, that's the only reason why I would really meet Tom King. Okay, accidentally walked into an 18th plus booth while wearing my Templar outfit and carried the Holy Bible. I realized too late when I saw the woman with her push-up bra and I survived somehow. Oh my god. That sounds that sounds really interesting. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh, okay. So a bit of a backstory. Alice is actually not my OC, but my girlfriend's OC. She originally made her to be a resident of the village for 8, but I made a scenario where he and Ethan had a sibling bond. I really like that. You know what I also really like? Elena. I am pissed off that they just basically killed Elena off during like the early part of Resident Evil 8. I'm pissed off. Oh, what's her name, Elena? Yeah, Elena. I was pissed off because I was expecting her to actually be useful and a part of the plot, but no, no. She wasn't even able to get over her fear of the castle. So I was a little pissed off that they didn't go that route. They could have had like a two-player thing like they did with Leon and Ashley. That would have been an interesting idea considering they were working on Resident Evil 4 at the time. They could have used that as a template if they wanted to with Elena following Ethan into the castle. And Elena, maybe she knows some medical things or something. I don't know. But it would have been very helpful. I don't know. I'm still pissed off about that. And I'm pissed off with like a lot of things for Resident Evil 8. I'm just. Mm. And she liked it so much that she and I both agreed to just make Ethan and Alice a siblings. I didn't meet them though. I opted out after their lines were ridiculously long. Oh my god. Sorry to hear about that. When there's a like when there's actors like that or creators, whichever, and there's a long line, I'm like I always tend to buy the VIP stuff just because I don't want to be waiting there all day. Because I learned my last lesson when I was going to see an actor to get an autograph from my sister, and that was my only purpose of seeing that actor. But he was really nice about it, and I felt very bad that he stayed the entire time, like even after the convention was ending, to make sure he went through that entire line of people. Like, oh my god, like I I honestly felt very bad. I mean, yeah, he still got his money, but it's like that must have been very tiring just going through that whole line of people. And it's like you got to consistently have to not like pull the rug for for some people, especially the fans, when there's like because the people who were in the like fast pass lane kept going in there for like every fucking 5 minutes, and the line for the normal line was just growing very long. Even though I got there as early as can be, I was there all fucking day. And it was not fun. If you do end up drawing Alice Winters, I recommend you tag my girlfriend, Gamer Arts, on Discord again. Alice is her character. I just gave her the personality. But when you do make her, I'll let her know. Yeah, I'll definitely, like, I'm going to read that fan fiction. I'm going to try and imagine what she would look like and doodle her because, oh my gosh, I love Resident Evil OCs. I was doing business, gaining subscribers and all, and then I met her. Okay. Fun fact, I heard that Elena was originally going to be a playable character for 8, and they were going to do something like 1 and 2 with a split. I'm pissed off now. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. But they cut it out for reason. Out reasons. Yeah. I hate that. I hate that. It's cool. I just have to ask myself, is it worth it sometimes? Yeah, it's in some like situations, like if you have a lot of money and if you have a lot of time and availability, then yeah, get it, get the pass. Because when I go to conventions, I try to go for all 3 days, so I make use of the money I paid and to see if I can find any people that like. I want to like take photos with because I love cosplayers. There's so many people who put a lot of effort into their stuff, and like I really love seeing that. I really love seeing that a lot. Being able to like make your creativity shown in like the way you dress is just beautiful to me. But yeah, yeah, that's that's some of the stuff I've been like thinking about lately. Yeah, I'm still kind of pissed off with the Elena situation. Like they could have made her into like a like you know what they could have you know what they could have done that would have been interesting was like have Elena somehow able to save like Ethan. That would have been really cool. Like, cause what if she didn't actually disappear? And I think about like the Ada stuff, like the designs they put her into for 8, and I'm like, wouldn't it have been cool to have Ada save Elena just to make sure that she like survived because she played an important part in like the game, like in the story itself. Like maybe she was meant to like create a different vessel for Miranda or something through her. Like I was kind of thinking this would be some weird fucked up cult shit, you know? Like, you know, when they take like the most I don't know, I'm just like trying to get an example. Like, you know, when they in a lot of not a lot of horror movies. I think it was a handful of horror movies where it's like she's pregnant with the devil, like that kind of thing. And it's just like, well, not the devil, but devil's kid. You get what I mean? They choose some random ass woman. They take her back with them. They impregnate her. That's kind of what I was kind of expecting. Like, not like don't think of it as a weird kinky thing. No, no. I just mean it like the whole point is that they kind of seemed like a huge cult to begin with, and I was like thinking about that when I saw the cover art. When I heard about the storyline, and how, and considering it's basically a cult in the game, chances are they're gonna do some weird fucked up shit like that. I was kind of expecting that. I wasn't really expecting them to slice Rosemary in pieces though. That was I mean it still fit the aesthetic. That sounds really weird. It kind of yeah, it just sounds really weird. Hello gamer arts, how are you today? Yeah, another reason I hate 8 is the lack of lore and environmental storytelling of Village. It was just basically there to be a template for Resident Evil 4 remake, and then bam, that turned out nice. Uh, what I really would have enjoyed was being able to have that experience, but with Ethan. Like, I'm not saying Resident Evil 4 remake was, you know, mm, man, it's just I was really expecting a similar aesthetic feeling, that kind of thing with the game. And instead, I'm just given very bad sloppiness in the game. The characters don't really. That's the problem. That's the problem right there. When you compare two of these, you compare the story of Resident Evil 4 with Resident Evil 8, and then you look into the situation with like Ashley being rescued by Leon. And, you know, I was kind of expecting a similar feeling or dynamic of these characters being able to interact. Like you have Heisenberg, yeah, Heisenberg trying to use a Rosemary. Like he didn't even get a chance to use her. Like, what was the point of that if Miranda was already gonna grab her? Like, what the hell? That would have been interesting, and it would have been interesting if we've been given the choice of Ethan being like yes or no. That's kind of like what I feel like was missing in this game, was being given the option to say yes or no. And I'm not saying it should have really happened, but it's just like it would have been it would have made it different than what we had already been dealt with for like other games. It would have been a different path than what most people would expect. Gosh damn it, I keep ruining. Here's the thing, 4 worked because they made sure the village and the villagers feel like a threat. You see what their lives were like and how they got screwed over. But for yeah, basically, and it sucked. It sucked because we could have had like maybe Ethan had to do little jobs here and there to help protect the villagers, and they help give him advice or what not to do in specific areas. Like it's like some kind of bar and it's protected by the like Chris's men and such. They could have been like, hey, yeah, your goddess Miranda is fucked up. You wanna you want us to protect you and you wanna live? Stay here. We're going to protect you. We'll get you out of here. Like that's the thing that pissed me off the most. Like Chris and his team basically let all these villagers die. I don't want people to be like, but they didn't have enough members. Like, dude, dude, dude. I know basically it would be hard to like control these people to join you, and they probably would have thought all these different things were bad, but like in a lot of situations, there could have been someone smart or intelligent to know that Miranda was not who she seemed to be. Like they could have had some kind of thing going on there to give these villagers a opposing effect than what we've seen in 4. Like we could have seen actual moments where you feel, more empathy towards those people than just, oh, they're all in the fucking same house. They get killed by Elena's dad. The end. Oh yeah, Elena also dies. No use of any of the characters. No seeing the like. This is something I really hate because they could have built moments for us to see the human moments of realizing this is a life and death situation. This is something that is very haunting. Like, this is first person perspective. You have to build the effect of sympathizing with these characters who have no fucking clue what the hell is going on other than thinking, with all these four lords and Miranda herself, how important it must have been to kill off these villagers one by one. And it's like, what's the point? Like, there's got to be something there that wasn't mentioned. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting very passionate here. Please excuse me cursing. I am still salty they didn't give us an option to team up with Heisenberg. They gave us that for 7. Why not in 8? Yeah, exactly. Give me a minute. I need to take a sippy sip. Yeah. I recommend taking a look at the concept art for Village. They had some cool concepts that I wish were in the final product. I'll definitely take a look. Also, I imagine Elena would be the Luis of the village. Yeah, that would have worked really well. Maybe showing Ethan around or something. Her joining him after, to kind of avenge her father. Okay, I'm coming up with an idea. Um, Megan, I'm happy to watch your videos. Like I didn't even know what to watch those months. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, dude. I'm gonna try and get back into making more content for you guys. I'm gonna try my best to get back into a consistent schedule. There's mostly gonna be 5 minutes or less reviews for like webtoons or comics I read. It's gonna be a bunch of different things there. So it's gonna be like 5 minutes or less every week. I will get those done. I'm guessing it will probably be in August where I start posting consistently, but I don't really know yet. I don't know. I don't want to promise you guys something immediately because I'm still getting comfortable with recording again and I don't want to like go through the emotions of trying to practice because I, just got back, trying to figure out what to do, that kind of thing. But yeah, there will be content in August or September for normal videos. Um, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, Resident Evil 7 next week, and I will be working my way to replaying all the other games, but with a twist, till we get to Resident Evil 9. That's gonna be a fun challenge, isn't it? But anyways, take your time, Kate. Get caught up, and I will be here waiting. That's good. That's good. But yeah, oh yeah, I was gonna explain the plot of what I thought of. Okay, so they could still do what they were doing previously with Resident Evil 8, but instead of like not Miranda, Elena's dad being the cause for, you know, the attack, it's Miranda, and it's like she kills everybody. Like I would have loved to have seen like that spell, like the words they said for a prayer, just summoning Miranda, and they're like pleading for their lives, and they're like, "Please help us, goddess, please, please, please," that kind of thing. And then she's just like, she kills them one by one, showing them no mercy, as she, basically tells them, "You're no use to me anymore. I'm done." And it's just like it's something that would have been interesting to see, but I guess that's a little too violent if they wanted to go down that route. But it's just an idea. It's just an idea. One more thing. I don't know if you've seen the Discord, but what do you think of the script I made for Hades and Lower Olympus? Oh yeah, yeah. I have not read it completely. I've been off on and on, but I will be reading everything, and I will get back to you about it shortly. I've just been all over the place. Oh, but I will take my time, and I will get back to you about it. Okay, that way it makes more sense for Elena to join Ethan on his quest to save his daughter, and for her to avenge her dad and the villagers and such, if they really wanted to kill all of them off. But yeah, I think I actually did another piece where I gave Elena a little sister because, oh my god. Because I needed some more artwork to actually draw. Okay, this is Layla with Ada. Now, I was trying to kind of go with the idea of. Oh wait, the screen's not showing. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting I'm an idiot. Laura Laura Winkled is better, like the other version of Laura Olympus. I like Laura Rekindled. Oh yes, but yeah, this is Layla, who is basically Elena's little sister, and she's infected, and Ada rescues her because I wanted to kind of have Ada involved in my Resident Evil 8 story. I'm kind of still working out some details of who's involved, who's not involved. There's a lot of bullshit that I'm still trying to go through. But yeah, this is Layla. There was like a character sheet for when I first made her or thought of her. God damn it. Come on. She was supposed to be a little older, but I was like, I'm gonna make her younger. But yeah, I decided to make her younger just to make her easier to carry around or be protected by someone. I kind of wanted Ada to kind of feel how Leon was during Resident Evil 4. Oh yeah, I knew that. Cosmo. That's why I made this, because I was so fucking annoyed that she wasn't in the game, that I was like, you know what? For the side story, she's gonna be involved. She's gonna be involved. I don't care what people say. She's gonna be involved. But yeah, other than that, I don't have anything else to talk about. I will be back with another stream next weekend. I like I also think I'm gonna be on another one of Dr. Hino's streams in the future, either next weekend or the weekend after that. I'm not too sure yet, but you'll have to look out for that one as well. Oh gosh, it's almost been 2 hours. Oh goodness. I'm gonna take a sippy sip. I haven't talked this much consistently in a while. It's why my voice has been like going down a little bit. So I'm gonna try and keep my streams to 2 hours or even less till I can get my like consistent talking back into a specific order. So yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna get a bad throat after this, but it's a good thing we got like popsicles and ice cream at home. So yeah. Okay, guys, it's definitely been super fun to hang out with you. I've missed you guys so very much. You guys have no idea how much I missed getting onto streams every weekend and being like, "Hi guys, how are you? Hopefully you're taking care of yourselves, and hopefully we can do this and that." You get what I mean. High five, Fred. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream now, so I'm gonna finish it off here. Fred, you wanna take this off? Or I think ice cream sounds great right now. It does. Like I got so many different flavors yesterday because I due to it being hot as hell, everyone's like, yeah, we want ice cream. But okay. Anyways, yeah, Fred knows what time it is. He knows I'm about to sign off. So, anyways, stay safe. Oh god, Duncan's jumping. He knows what's up. Stay cool. Oh gosh, you guys still remember the words despite it not being. It's been a long time since I said them, but you guys remember those words. Like holy shit. Okay, so let me restart that. Stay safe. Stay cool. And most importantly, guys, please, please stay hydrated in this heat. I need you guys to stay alive, okay? This is Dazzling Kate signing the hell out of here.